Welcome to the PreMarket Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How you doing today? Oh, I don't see Norm on the mic just yet. We'll give him a few minutes. So yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning. Uh, oh, there it is. Let me make sure I am all good here. Norm, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little light, but other than that,
I cannot. Oh, okay. Put the volume up and that will work. Gotcha now.
there you go.
That would do it. All right, guys. Welcome. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Let's get into some of the stuff that happened yesterday. It was a weird day, man. And today I'm extremely tired, by the way, so things will be a little bit slow paced, which probably be a good thing. But let's see what we
Were
got
you
going
having
on here.
fun, or did your kids keep you up, or what?
No, my daughter went haywire yesterday. She basically threw up everything she ate throughout the entire day, like three
Oh,
consecutive times. And then after that, she was up almost late into the evening. So,
I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
yeah,
It's
rough,
never
rough, rough.
fun. Yeah.
But I can't complain because they have been sleeping pretty good, both of them, which is
No.
usually not the case. Usually one will go crazy and the other one sleeps the whole night. But the last couple of weeks, man, they've both been steady, so that's been okay. With that said, let's take a look here at what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a tough day. I mean, it's just not a lot look clean, and a lot of it could be is what my opinion. Again, not any expert or anything like that. It's just kind of the indecision the market's having right now. We'll look at the SPY in a second. No, we'll break that down. But look at plug here. You did get initial action, very nice range at the opening 5 minute. But then from there, it's just there's no direction, right? For scalping, it's a whole different story, right? You can basically scalp anything. You can scalp your way through a choppy session as well, depending if your entry's that good. But if you're looking for other breakout opportunities, you just didn't get one here at all. And then one initial drop from here to here, and then there it just goes sideways the entire day. So that was plug yesterday. BBBY again, beautiful short. It's just the opportunity to get in short on this one is difficult. And Norm talked about timing in his trade on a BBBY and how the timing was off. He was correct in the move, but the timing is off. That's the thing that happens with a lot with Tesla and with BBBY. These companies that can move aggressive, but their pullbacks are so hard and fast that they'll get you out of the trade, right? Even though if you're right. So timing on these things are critical at times. But you didn't have shares for sure anyway. And of course, how can we not speak of the waterfall yesterday, right after the close. The close, you can see here this thing going from 1850 all the way. I thought it hit 10. Yeah, it did hit 10. Yeah, it hit 10 down here, 998. And again, it's just brutal. Ryan Cohen dropping his shares there, causing a massive sell off. So next we have AMC, another one as well. That's just again a nice drop there. Didn't really pay too much attention on this one. Was watching more BBBY and the action there. Cole's extremely choppy. Not much going on there. Again, it was just a tough morning. One that moved very nice was Wolf. That first initial candle was nice. From there, you don't get any continuation, and you're also too extended, right? If you're a trader like me, which wants to wait a little bit, get a 5 minute candle in there and kind of see what the feel is like, the sentiment for the stock is, you're done here. This move from 103 to 112, there's no way you're joining that for a continuation. It's just too extended, and you do see the drop you're getting there as well. I think uh, Thor might have taken a short on this, or was waiting for a long setup. But yeah, that's what we have there. And then IonQ again, just a lot of stuff that did not look clean. Or I'm not sure how you did yesterday, but it was a tough day.
It wasn't anything special.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. Let's get over to the market post and kind of see what's going on for today and this next week.
Yep, not a whole lot as far as things going on. 9 a.m. we've got the Richmond Fed president speaking, and then 10 a.m. advance report on selected services, which is nothing. I will say that yesterday, in the pre-market, it was right around the time we were getting off the show, and I didn't have it in the notes because it wasn't in the sources that I had, but the San Francisco Fed president Daly was speaking somewhere. And after we got off, because the market started moving like pretty um, aggressively in various directions, up and down. I was like, something's got to be happening or going on. And I looked around. I finally, Squawk was telling me that she was speaking and saying things about, their potential next moves, inflation, everything else. So maybe that 9 a.m. will get some movement before the market opens. We'll see. It'll be we'll see. Obviously, sentiment overall is pretty negative this morning, pulling back from these newer market highs we've had. We had the short-lived meme stock rally. We'll see if any of the others pick up where BBBY left off, or if that's it for now. And yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Agree. The fun definitely seems over for the moment on these meme stocks. I know Sava was going nuts the last couple of
Yeah, they
days,
had
right?
some legal news that came out in the middle of the day.
Yeah, so they've been wild here. We'll see what
Or
they do
they
today.
came they had legal news that came out, excuse me, right after the morning show was over.
Right,
It
right.
was at like 9:15. So
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see what they do today. Again, the last 2 days ran up all the way from 23 to 35. Again, you got more than a $10 move there. I think $7 yesterday. So we'll see. They've been very, very aggressive with their moves. All right, let's take a look at what we have on our list, guys. Control A, Control X gets rid of this here for us in trade in Dash Trader Pro, and this will bring up our scanners. So let's link this over. We are going to do external linking and get our trade ideas hooked up here. There we go. Okay, excellent. Here it is. GNS 10 million shares flow, so a little bit on the lower side this morning, up 35% right now. What's up even higher? I mean, this is insane. What's up at 19? Let's see that. Wait, let's get the 5 minutes. See the actual breakdown off this. Yeah, very early on with no volume. Again, very risky. Sitting on the American Stock Exchange, and I point that out because usually the tickers that sit on this exchange, trade very different, especially when they're regular tickers and not like an ETF or something. So I'm not a big fan of tickers sitting on this exchange. Genius Group, Norm, is there any news causing this that might be worth watching, or it's just
the
nothing
news is
special?
it's garbage.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Again, guys, 333,000 moving like this. It is a recipe for disaster. Let's look at AXM. This one this morning up 26.1. And again, seen this many times on our list. Many times gap up and down. Um, I don't think I ever traded it. I don't think many people in our community have traded it, but you got to be careful if you are going to do this one. It is not a low flow, sitting at 30 million, so higher flow there, but it just doesn't move well. 1.9 million does have some volume. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
today might be the exception. It is a biotech. I'll
Yeah.
warn that because they
Mm-hmm.
can be very difficult to trade if you don't know how. They did have some positive news, FDA approval on a depression treatment. I looked through at 9 days ago on August 10th, Morgan Stanley, some schmuck analyst downgraded them. I mean, they had a $105 price target, which was obviously incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they downgraded them to equal weight with a $34 price target. So interesting.
Very interesting upgrades and changes there from 105 to 35. Let's see. Today, up 25%. They got the volume. Pre-market looks very active. Again, normally they don't trade a whole lot volume, so today could be a difference maker. We'll put it as a possible for now. We will come back to that. It is not a low flow stock, but I think you still have to watch your risk on this one very, very closely. Let's look at FL. They are up 22%. This is Foot Locker, and I assume earnings because another ticker like BJ's that we only
They
see when
indeed had
they have
earnings, but
earnings.
that's
Yeah.
not their catalyst.
Oh, it's not. What else they got going on?
They are going to have their CEO is going to be replaced by the former CEO of Ulta Beauty. They had okay earnings, but that's not what's popping them up.
Okay. Okay.
That Ulta CEO taking over the role is what's popping them up because Ulta was one hell of a success story under her.
Got it. Got it. Ulta is Ultra. This is
Ulta,
pharmacy thing, right?
Ulta. No, it's
So
beauty
beauty.
supply,
Oh, okay.
makeup,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
lotions, hair stuff, all that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. All right. No wonder I don't know about them. Okay. Let's Foot Locker definitely in play today, guys. They're looking really good this morning, up nicely 22%, 1.2 million shares traded. So yeah, that is nice. Let's put Foot Locker on the list here. Again, normally this stock doesn't trade horrible, but today obviously they're trading almost half or more of their volume that they do on a regular basis. So that's pretty good. All right, here's Bill. Bill, 16% gap up this morning. Volume is extremely light right now, only 142,000. Um, eh, yeah, I might pass on this for now. I think it can look better. I like the gap up, and usually, if something like this is overextended, it can become good for a short opportunity if it's an overreaction. But I'm not sure. Let's put Bill here. We'll come
They
back
had
to that.
earnings last night.
All right.
I don't know if this is this greatest trader of all time, but um, yeah,
Yeah, they don't look all that great. I'll tell you that much. EMBK looks horrible right now. Up 2.7, was up a lot higher earlier in the morning. And just look at the daily on this. What is this? Embark Technology. This is just messy. I'm gonna stay
I
away
don't
from
see
this,
anything
guys.
special on this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stay away. Tablespoon. Here we go. TBLT. You cannot finish off such a nasty list that we just looked at. Besides Foot Locker and then maybe AXSM without Tablespoon. Short flow 45% showing on trade ideas, 2.1 million shares flow. And again, this stock is my garbage thing working properly? Let's see. Yeah, it is. There we go. It's just garbage. There it is. So that's just garbage. Gotta stay away from that.
they had
Um,
earnings this morning, by the way.
okay, so they had to get well, they're not losing. They're kind of just up 3.8 right now, but nothing special on this.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
All right, let's take a look at our gap down. As you can see, like the first top 10 include all our meme stocks. We have BBBY, GameStop, AMC. Hood is not such a meme stock as the other ones, but it could be. VRU. I think is also a little bit of a meme kind of situation there. But yeah, they're all down today. They're all down today. So all these high flow interests are high short interests, if I can talk today, are all down this morning. Here's BBBY trying to get a bounce off 10 of 998, the low of the pre-market this morning. I mean, it's going to be messy today. I think it's going to be very, very messy. There's some astronauts that are stuck up here that are going to, try to see if they could get out break even. Yeah, it's I don't know how you would trade this today, but it'll be fun to watch. So I will put it on my secondary list because it will be an entertainment stock for sure. They still have 7 million shares traded. They were down 40 something percent, now only 38. Yeah, let's see where that goes. STNE this morning, they are down 11.6. Very weak volume right now. I do like the drop, and usually the stock doesn't have a great pre-market activity. We've seen this plenty of times, gap up and down, and usually we usually prefer other stocks than this one to put on our list. Phil. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you got to remember, right? On every transaction, there's a buyer and a seller. So there was somebody buying at 28, at 30. There was somebody buying at
Excuse me.
1850, thinking that it was gonna pop back up. There's somebody buying somewhere here, and our friend Ryan is selling to them, making a killing. I think he made like what 40, 56, 46%.
50. Yeah,
Yeah,
made a lot.
something insane. So, if you look at the 5 minute here yesterday, there's somebody buying here, thinking this thing is gonna go back up to 30. And then you get this nice surprise here, and I'm sure there's some people buying here. Oh, it's 12, it's gonna come back up. It's just the mentality of traders and human beings that we are. That's what happens. So, but with experience, you stop making those mistakes. Hopefully,
Not
STNE.
as often.
What was that? Or not as
Not
often,
as
right?
often. You still
Yes.
screw up from time to time, for
Strongly
sure.
believe in
We
that,
all
man.
do.
Strongly believe in that. You're not going to be perfect. If you're looking to be a perfect trader, you're in the wrong business because it's not going to
Yeah, it's the
happen.
wrong thing.
But you want mistakes to be further apart and less often. And that's a winning strategy for success there. Here, Mara, Riot, both on here. I know Bitcoin's below 22% based on the notes here. And Mara and Riot are filling that a little bit. I think Mara will be a good one to watch today. We do have shares for sure. Lately, see, it's been very low though, only 450,000, which is not a whole lot. But Mara's been not the best with the shares for sure with IB. But we'll put it on here. Let's see what happens there. Ride also down today this morning. Coin, I expect as well. Same song and dance here. Also down. Coin could be a good one. Also, I'm gonna put it as a possible. I think Coin can also be one to keep an eye on. All right. What else we have? Blue. What is blue? Bluebird. This thing was on our list yesterday, right? Gapped up, and what did it do? It just kind of sold right back down there. Short selling restriction this morning. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Everything looks good pre-market wise. Daily, not so much. Compared to the list we have today, they might make a possible maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. AMC. AMC this morning down
Excuse me.
7.7, 2.3 million shares traded. I think this will be in play today alongside BBBY. I just don't know how messy they're going to be. That's going to be the key today. So let's put AMC up here. And I actually prefer AMC over BBBY today because I think BBBY is just going to be very difficult to trade. I think there's just so much. Well, there's no technicals being done here. The damage is just insane. I think it's going to be wild to trade that one. UPST Upstart, not doing a whole lot. Light volume, not the best trader. Hood, Robinhood here, down 4.6. Again, not a whole lot going on. They're down a little bit, but again, not much movement. VRU had a very strong couple of days, also selling down yesterday. Again, just don't see a whole lot going on this morning. DKG had a nice run. They're seeing some weakness now. This one could be our sleeper for today. DKNG. I know they had a couple of. I know Massachusetts was just recently. That's what caused the big pop there. They joined the gambling platform there, or got the license to be able to perform actions there. Let's see. I like this drop this morning today. Volume is not there. We need a little bit more, but that could be our sleeper for today. Man, we have this list is just what is going on. I thought we were
Yeah,
getting
it's
to
kind
the
of a
end of it,
garbage day, dude.
and it keeps going. Now you got American Airlines, Uber. I mean, every single name is on here. Okay, so we'll look at CCL and we'll stop it there. And no volume, just kind of moving down. And yeah, we'll stop it there. I'm not gonna go through the entire thing. It's a lot going on there. Norm, anything you like this morning? I know you mentioned it doesn't look great, and I agree with
Negative
you.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
I this is. I mean, I've been looking while you've been going through this list.
yeah, yeah.
I've been looking at other stuff, and it's just kind of crummy today. Something will pop
It
up,
is.
but
It's not great, guys. I mean, look at our list, right? We have Foot Locker, which probably the best thing on our list right now is Foot Locker, really. Mara, we'll have to see how it goes, and AMC and DKNG. So it's not good by any means. And the list is full. The gap down list is full, and there's just not a whole lot that's looking great this morning. So, but again, we always find something to trade. Although yesterday, finding something to trade yesterday was tough. I did not see anything great yesterday. Carlos, why is the SPY gapping down? Well, a lot of reasons, right? We had the nice run the last couple of days. You are going to take a break, but there's still, there's still this from people that I talk to, not analysts and not just news. People still feel there's a drop coming. People still feel that there's something big coming. The housing market crashing. That this doom and gloom. Norm, I know you hear it. Are you? I'm not sure if you're pointing
I'm in
to.
that camp.
Oh, you're in that camp. Oh, you're in that camp.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure if he was pointing to like your wife next door or your
No,
dog. Okay, okay.
no.
Yeah. So it's people still have that feeling, and that's what causes a lot of this stuff. So I won't be surprised if we're back at 380. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. As
Wouldn't be
inflation
surprised if we're
still
back below 380.
right. Again, people are saying the dollars is rising, things are getting better, the economy is good. If you're going to the pump or you're going to the grocery store and you're paying well more than what you were a couple of years ago, like for example, I bought a pound of turkey was $17. How is that possible? How is a
I
pound of
thought the
turkey?
president lowered gas prices, though.
Pound of turkey is still $17. I don't understand. How is that possible? I mean,
A
that's a
pound of
problem.
turkey is $17.
That's right. 17. I couldn't believe it. Boar's head. It's not the cheapest thing. I'm sure I can get the store one. It'd probably be a lot less.
I mean, I've had
Um,
some good turkey. Yeah, I mean, prices are different in different places. It's
oh yeah,
probably 11.
here
It's $11 down here. I
I live
bought
in the
some
worst
the
part of the
other day.
country. I'll tell you that right now. I live in the worst part of the country. Taxes are crazy. I don't know why I'm here. Well, I know why I'm here. It's family, but it's insane. It really is insane. Um, All right, guys. Let's see what we have going on. Let's take a look at you guys. What do you guys like this morning? Yeah, 13. Yeah, yeah. It's and that's high too. That's still high. When you're going from like $7, $8, right? Move to that. What is CCL's L201? What is CCL doing? Jared's calling out CCL. Let's take a look here. CCL. Let's see. I don't know. CCL is funky, man. Very, very weird pre-market activity this morning. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. GM, and not good morning, but GM, the ticker, which I don't have a lot of high hopes for. They're moving this morning up 1.5, but
Yeah,
you know,
GM has some good stuff going for it. It's not the greatest
yeah.
trader. It's better than F.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Better than F. I actually am. I would say GM is a good call out. They're reinstating their dividend. They're increasing their share buyback program. So that might be something. I like Mike C's call of AMAT. Not the greatest
AMAT.
trader once again,
Yeah, not great tickers,
but
but
still.
let's put GM on here. GM again looks better than some of the stuff we have on deck. And AMAT, I don't trade AMAT great. But I haven't tried it in a while, so I don't know what they got going on today. They looks it has some potential here. So yeah, maybe a possible. Again, me personally, I'm not a big fan of AMAT just because I haven't had any success with it in the past, really. GM, so GM is good. We have that on deck, guys. That's okay. Aim at good earnings outlook. Pre-market volume is never great. Okay, thanks for that, Mike. Appreciate it. Better than F so far. 6,800 other stocks. Yeah, agree. Rafsila, F is good. No. F is not good. F is not good. HD. Let's take a look. HD. Only if they have earnings or some kind of news. Outside of that, these guys, HD, Lowe's, Walmart, they just don't move. They don't trade very well. Uh, Turkey's inflation rate is 80% from what I read. David, it's insane. Earnings last night. All right, and the next Cohen stock MNMD.
Yeah, this is
No. Oh, no, it's a penny. We've seen this before. This is a penny.
well. This is
Yeah.
a ticker that I think Brian still has some of this. This is a hallucinogenic medicine company in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Not for our list, guys. It just looks so messy.
Of course,
So
Brian
messy.
would have that. Everybody gets it.
So
It's the
messy.
Burning Man of
Yeah.
stocks.
Yeah. Let's see. Walmart. Okay, guys, let's stop here. Again, not a blockbuster list. We'll come back and look at more stuff. We'll have time towards the end here. I'm gonna go ahead and look at our webinars coming up for the next 2 weeks.
All right, guys. Anytime you want to see this, you can go to bearbulltraders.com and then hit that webinars button in the nav bar at top. Every Monday, you've got onboarding and technology at 8 p.m. with Carlos. This will be your intro to BBT. If you're on a trial membership or any membership category, you can go attend that webinar. Tuesdays, we focus on strategy, 8 p.m. Eastern. Next Tuesday, you'll have Andrew talking about the art of trade management. And then the following week, Mike will be talking about finding the right strategy for you. Mike, speaking of Mike, on Wednesday, he's going to be talking about creating a psychology journal. And then the following week, overcoming fear. That's for our psychology series that we do every Wednesday. Thursday, we've got mentoring, 11 a.m. with John, 4 p.m. with Ed, 8 p.m. with Thor. Don't forget about stocktradingsimulator.com, our free web-based replay simulator. You can go trade on stocktradingsimulator.com for free, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to try to hone your trading skills. Also, use the promo code PreMarket24. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't been in the room, you'd like to try it out, go to bearbulltraders.com. About halfway down the homepage, you'll see the membership chart. You can click on the intro membership that looks just like that. PreMarket24, when you check out, it's 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the room. It is not a recurring payment. It is a one-time payment. And then also, Read 50, still eligible. Half off an elite annual membership and a free one-on-one coaching session with Dr. Reed.
All right. Thank you very much, Norm. Okay, guys, let's get to this. We got a little bit of time, so if you guys have anything you want to throw out that looks decent, we'll definitely take a look at it. Joshua, thank you for that. Yes, hit the thumbs up over on YouTube. We appreciate it. How much are we sitting at here? Hopefully, better than what this list looks like. We're at 74 right now. Man, this that is a summer Friday afternoon number. So hopefully, you guys can help us get that going a little bit. Um, all right, guys, let's get the likes memeing. That'll be nice. That'd be nice. But let's not short it. Let's not short it like BBBY just did last night. Insane drop here. So I thought I had a great trade on BBBY, and then I heard what John did. John was in at a crazy number, like 15. So he must have been swinging it, but he was at 15, got out like a 21. And then like, man, I thought I was good, but he crushed it. So great job, John, on that one trade there for BBBY if he's on. Let's take a look at Walmart or WMT. Jeff has given us that one. Let's see what's happening there. Um, 11. Oh, yeah, correct. Well, you're right. 11, and he was out at 15 or something. Or he was, no, he got it at 11, was out 21. And then when he came back to 15, he took the rest off. That was it. Yeah. But still, it's amazing. Incredible trading. I hear this Walmart this morning. I like their daily. I like their daily on Walmart. You know, they got this nice gap up the last couple of days. It's just kind of sitting up here. Pretty much flat right now. I like the daily. I don't like the pre-market activity, but you know, they are in the New York Stock Exchange. As I mentioned before, usually look at the spikes we're getting in volume down here. This is very important, right? Volume is everything, guys. Not everything, but it's very important to the way we trade, right? We're looking for these explosive moves. And if you look at volume here, the few days we've done that, that is the only time that we have had some kind of significant move. So unless we get volume, I don't expect this is going to do something. And in some cases, we get the volume and we still don't get a great move, right? So Walmart's kind of hit or miss. And obviously, you know, you had a news. So I think this was earnings, right? This was the earnings when they dropped the whole bunch there. And I believe this was earnings again when they did very well. So again, earnings seems to be the play for Walmart. I don't expect anything great out of this today unless there's any catalyst that comes out of it, right? So you just got some of these stocks that just won't move. They will not move no matter what the market is doing unless there's some kind of earnings. And Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, these big retailer type companies, consumer staples and so forth, they don't move. They don't move. That's we don't see them on our list quite often. But yeah, we'll see. Walmart, I do like the daily. I do like this possibility of a drop to try to close this gap here. That could be nice. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree that this gap is very, very nice here. That's why I like the daily pre-market. Actually, you just gotta wait for the market open, and it might not happen today, Jeff. Right? That's what you gotta keep in mind too. Like it might not happen today, but one thing that's helping it here is the SPY is rather weak this morning. It's a lot of stuff that's not great. The Fed's talking about another 75 points coming up. They still got some few meetings to go before. I think they have one more meeting before that 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 Fed uh hike meeting. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Rate hike. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, very active SPY though this morning. If you could see that compared to what we've seen in the past here, so that's nice. Baba, no, Baba's flat. I like Baba gapping up to short it, or gapping down to short it even more. But it's not doing a whole lot here right now. It's pretty quiet. So I don't see it going crazy. I see what you're looking at, right? The possible loss of these levels, but I noticed that unless Bob is gapping down, or gapping up, it doesn't move very well, right? Look at the daily too. The daily will give you a lot of history on this. Notice the gap down, sell off, right? Nice move after that. Gap up, sell off. Nice move after that. Gap down, sell off again. Nice move after that. Couple of days you do see some action on its own, but for the most part, when it's gapping up or down, it does very, very well. Again, just look at the history right here. Gap up. Look at this run. Beautiful. Here it didn't gap up. It still ran. Oh, actually, no, it did. It did. Gapped up. Look at the drop. Just nice. Gap up, run. Gap up, run. It just does that very well. Gap down. Beautiful drop there. Gap down, beautiful drop there. That's my favorite move on this stock. If it gaps up, most likely I want to short it. 7 out of 10, you're going to be in the right. Gap up again, sell down, right? So let's wait for that. Let's wait for that. Gaps up, we're going to, try to take a short on it, right? Let's wait for that because that has been working. Again, gap up, sell off. right? And we got time, so we can get it really into details on these type of conversations for Friday because this list is not looking any better. I don't want to even do levels yet. I hope something changes and we get some good tickers in here. But yeah, so that's the theme with this one. Gap down, sell off here. This one is different, gapped up, and it must have been some pretty good news. And I believe this was when the pressures were easing off from regulators, right, in China, and that popped up Neo and a bunch of other Chinese tickers. You have news like that. You're not thinking gap up, sell down. You're thinking, gap up, let's join the party. So just be mindful of what the news is. This is why when we trade, especially for newer traders, we're looking at what's causing the move, what's causing the gap up or down. We look at the volume, and if the news is very strong, like regulators not looking into your stock anymore, that's very strong news, and you want to play into that. David Foot Locker trying to break into the range setback of last year. Oh, nice, nice. Let's go back to last year. Yeah, 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 yeah. Perfect. No, we'll lead right into levels. Here is Foot Locker. So yeah, I agree with that, David. You can see the range right there, 39.72 or 70. It's just around there. Below that, you do have a level here. I'm going to mark down as well. Here we go. There's a good one there, 31, 38.21, and then towards the top, you got one here around 42.22, and then a good one here, 45. So it's a lot of levels here, actually. You got another one there that looks pretty decent. It's going to be around 43.95. So plenty of stuff here going back. And look, we even gapped through this in the past as well. We actually gapped down. That wasn't fun. And now we're gapping up, kind of closing this gap a little bit here. So you can see we've been down here for quite some time, right? Quite some time, and now we're gapping above that. So that's a very, very big move, big catalyst for them today of a major executive joining Foot Locker. So that could be fun for them. We'll see. Definitely the best active stock we have this morning, at least for me. Let's look at Mara. Mara is it's gonna be so. I like the volume. I like the drop down this morning on Mara. Yeah, crypto is way down, Ryan. So this is why you see Mara, right, and some of these other tickers taking a bit of a hit. They're below 22, right? Below 22, I think what's that I read? BTC. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, so they got below 22 here, and they're just taking a nice hit this morning. So you're gonna see a few of these names pop up here. Maris is good. Coin can also be really nice. So I have Coin as a possible. This can also trade very nice, and the data looks very clean too, right? You got a nice clean area of support there that we just lost. Mara, I don't think it's as clean. You got a lot more movement on here, but still, it could be a good one. But you know what? If I look at Coin, Coin as far as the daily does look a little bit cleaner on here. So we'll see. We'll keep Mara for now. Levels on this low of the pre-market 13.53. The high of the pre-market is going to be over at 14.83. So we'll slam a level there, and then we are pretty much set. A couple of things towards the bottom here. We do have 12 and we do have 10 major areas of support resistance in the past there. You can see how the price action has acted on that. I'm gonna check. Let's check Coin. I want to see something. How much shares do we have for Coin? Is it more than Mara? They're still extremely low. This one has 700,000. Mara has like about 250,000, I think is what I saw. So again, you might not get filled, but there are some opportunities to still get a short if you're looking for short play when the market opens here. Towards the top, you know what? I know this level here is pre-market, but I like it because we've been just kind of bouncing back and forth here between the low of the, well, not the low of the pre-market, a little bit high, like around 13 something. It's just kind of bouncing back between these 25 cents here in the last couple of hours. So that could be interesting. I'm actually going to mark down this as well for a possible breakout when the market opens. I have the of the pre-market, not lows and highs, but the pre-market levels we have here on this range. I know the highs a lot higher. You're at 1483, you're at 1353, but this range is kind of interesting. If we go into the market open still with that range, a breakout out of this is going to be nice. I'll be looking forward to that on Mara there. Here's AMC, very active. Where's BBBY? I thought we had BBBY on deck. Yeah, we do. We have it down here. Look at that ripping up 12 to $12 from the lows of 980 or so. So BBY will be in play today. I just don't know how easy this thing is going to trade. Could be a good scalping opportunity on there. You know what? Based on what we have this morning, we can move BBBY up to our list because it's not a whole lot that looks great. So let's get rid of it here. We'll move it up to our list. In the worst case, we'll have it as an entertainment ticker this morning. Okay, AMC level so far. Let's remove some of the older stuff we have here, clean this up a little bit. We're gonna mark down 1722, high of the pre-market all the way up around 1885. And then in between here, we got a couple of areas that are worth marking, like where the price is at right now. You clearly see some action there on 1823, and we'll see if that's going to continue to push up higher here as BBBY is also taking off as well. We have towards the bottom some levels here. Let's get zoomed out a bit. We do have 1646, and we clearly have a very clean level of 1441. I don't think you'll get there today, but you never know. Look at the drops in the last couple of days. They've been very, very aggressive, right? So anything is possible. DKNG, I like the drop here in DKNG. I think they're taking a little bit of a break from this nice run they had in the last couple of days. 1851 is the low of the pre-market. 1730 is the level we have here, closest to the low of the pre-market. I think that's good for now. I mean, the next major level you really have is all the way down at 14. I think that's a stretch for today. Towards the top, highs and lows of the last two trading days. But I like DKG. I think if we get the volume here, I think this is the sleeper of the day. I think this one can be very explosive. Had a good drop yesterday, very clean. Let's see if that can continue today down to 1730. That'll be real nice there. Here's GameStop. I'm not a big fan, but today they got some movement, and compared to our list, this can be on our list this morning. Let's look at some levels. 4005 is a good one. And before we get to the pre-market high, we do have something right around 3950-ish or so. Right on there, got a couple of days that couldn't get above that slam down, and then we're back up here with some news again this morning. Then below the price action, you got previous day close, highs and lows for the last two trading days, and I think that's it. That's all you need for GM. Towards the top, in case we get going, we do have 4123. Again, I'm not too excited about this ticker, but we've been proven wrong plenty of times in the past. Like, well, with Ford made fun of us, made fun of me and Norm. Was it early this year or before the summer? Going to 26 and acting like a regular ticker. So yeah, you never know. Anything is possible. Here's BBBY this morning, guys. Just madness. This will be fun to watch. I'm not gonna touch this. I think it's just too messy now. You're gonna get some really nasty surprises on this today. There's people that are stuck, are gonna try to get out, break even. There's people that are gonna have FOMO. This is just an emotionally charged ticker right now, and when you're emotional, you do some crazy stuff. So imagine an emotionally charged ticker. It's gonna do some crazy stuff. I want no part of it. It's gonna be very unpredictable. Um, but if you have the experience, and you've done, and you've proven yourself over and over again. For example, like I'm not surprised if Andrew has this on his list, right? He's a very experienced trader that can trade very quickly, make decisions very fast. He can trade this. I can make decisions that fast. So this is not going to fall in my criteria to trade today, but it'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch. So got some levels here, guys. 979 low of the pre-market, high of the pre-market 1221, above that 1340, and also 859. So we'll see how that is going to play out this morning after such a big drop. This thing is still down after bouncing from $9, 979. Here, still down 36%. Hard to believe people are buying up BBBY. Yeah, it could be so many things, right? Buying it up, or there's some people that are covering their shorts here. It's just so much that is happening here. And again, imagine if you're buying it up and you're in at $10, you're up $1.50. So that's a good move if you're timing this properly. Not easy to do, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, there's gonna be some people that want FOMO here. Some people probably still believe this thing is gonna go up to 20, back to 30. You just never know the thought process behind some of these trades. Yeah, Robbie, Foot Locker getting going here. So we do have above our pre-market highs right now, 39.72. Again, they got a great catalyst today, a huge pop up of 25% plus earnings, right? So yeah, they're looking really good. I just think we're gonna get too extended on this, and then you're gonna be up in an area where there's a lot of support towards the bottom, like here. There's gonna be the pre-market high now, our previous pre-market high there. You're gonna have also the top of this gap down. So even if you get extended, I think you're not going to drop hard. You just might move sideways for a little bit, and that's going to be tough to trade, I think. And Foot Locker, although this looks great right here, number wise, pre-market, they are known for being very, very choppy. I think when the volume comes in, we might see like a crazy pop at first, and then some choppiness for the rest of the day. But let's see, let's see. Hopefully not. Hopefully it trades well, and we can ride its coattail. All right, guys, we are all set. That is our list for this Friday. Again, not a blockbuster list, but we got some really good possibles here that can step it up. SPY at the moment is a little bit slightly weak today. They are again down almost 1%. Stalling a little bit here after the couple of runs we had. We had a nice rally all the way to 430. That was nice. But again, a lot of sentiment for this thing to come back down and reflect what's really happening out there with the economy, which is not great. Um, okay, excellent, guys. Let's take a look at our moderators list. Let me go ahead and turn off this video here so you guys don't get the mirror effect. If you could help us with our likes, that would be great. We're sitting at 139, which is extremely low. We'd love to be at I won't be picky today. If we can get 200 on a Friday with a watch list this bad, we are very, very happy. Very, very happy. So help us do that, and we appreciate it very much. Let's go ahead and take a look at our moderators list, and then we will call it a Friday, my friends. And let's see over here, bring this over. And okay, perfect. Right over there. Then we move this over here. All right. So far this morning we have Thor looking at Apple, Mara, Foot Locker, and Walmart. Secondary list, we'll be looking at the SPY, the Qs, and the Pivot Alert bot today. So thank you for that. For those likes, guys, 166, appreciate it. Peter, IPOs, PXMD, maybe today, maybe not. SPACs, none for today. His list this morning: AMD, Apple, Foot Locker, GameStop. I'm sorry, not GameStop. GM, AXSM, and Mara on his list. And that's what we have so far. The rest of the moderators putting their list together. I know it's not an easy day to put your list together and finalize this so early because we're hoping that it changes and it gets better. So we're looking forward to that. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Comments, questions. We got a couple of minutes. Peter doesn't have BBBY on his list. Yeah, he doesn't. I think I have it here for entertainment. I will not be touching this today. I will not be touching this today. I think it's going to be very messy. But yeah, entertainment purposes, that is going to be on there. Lucio, you're giving us Snap. Let's take a look at what's happening with Snap. No, very light on volume. We need heavy volume on Snap. I don't see a breakout yet until we start pushing against this, above this previous day close. So it's kind of dead right now for the most part. And then for our drop, you have a lot of support here. So there's no breakout opportunity yet, even towards the bottom. Just so much going on here. I don't think it's going to be a great one. But the biggest indicator of that right now is the volume. We need volume on Snap, especially for it to trade very well. So look out for the scanners. Turbo breakup, turbo breakdown is an amazing scanner. That's what I look at when I'm looking out for 5-minute opening range breakouts. That turbo breakdown, turbo breakup is going to give you stocks that are getting heavy volume that maybe are not in your scope, right? So in our scope right now, we have Foot Locker, we have Mara, we have AMC. We have DKNG, which this is my sleeper for today. Doesn't look great. Probably should not be here, but hopefully we can get something going here. This is GameStop, which we'll see. And then, of course, our entertainment stock, BBBY, for this morning. Carlos, could we have some make the story? We don't have time for the Friday stories today. I was so tired this morning. I'm like, there's no way I can get up at to be ready by 8 a.m. With getting the kids ready. So next Friday will be a better morning, hopefully, and we'll get on at 8 a.m. and do our Friday stories. All right, excellent. What else, guys? We are set, right? 9:13. Brian is coming up. Andrew's coming up, and we are going to get this going. Yeah, I agree. And maybe next week we'll let other moderators can. And by the way, yes, moderators are welcome to join. On Fridays at 8 a.m. We'll be happy to have you. Apple for Megan, Tesla, Meta on her list, and yeah, that's what we have. Why is DK? I have it here. I like the daily on DKNG. I like the drop we got yesterday. I like the daily here for a possible continuation. That's the only reason it's on my list. Does not have to be in yours. right, Melvin? So I don't think anybody's going to have this on their list. I like it this morning. I just like the drop and how clean he did it yesterday. If you look at the intraday action yesterday, was a nice drop. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. We'll see. Might not do anything, but again, what else do you have to watch? Bill, AXMS, Blue. What is Blue doing here? This is the wrong ticker, by the way. Let's take this off. That's definitely the wrong ticker. Let's take that off. There we go. Guys, have an incredible weekend. Happy Fridays to all you guys. Trade safe today. Be very careful, very patient this morning. This watch list does not look great, so that means you got to be even more patient for your setup to show up. Don't force it. I always tell you guys, you want to be the Derek Jeter of baseball, right? He's not hitting home runs left and right, but he's getting on base all the time, right? He's looking for that single, that double. He just gets on base and makes great thing happens, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. Just get on base, and just let the rest happen. Let cruise control today. Just coast. It's okay. You don't got to be here today. You don't got to be the Barry Bonds this morning. Just get on base. Just get on base. Make the day. Make your go, and have an amazing and incredible weekend, guys. Take care. Trade safe. I will see you guys in the chat.